Silksong gang, as you can see,
I am not dead!
I have recovered after the last great depression of Silksong. I am back stronger than ever, milkier than ever, because there's one thing Primacon likes more than views.
Money.
So I ventured down into the pits of hell to find new cope for you all believers out there. New cope that in fact I see no one on the subreddit talking about. Only Primacon is unhinged enough to be able to come up with this theory. Would you like to know what Papa Primacon cooked up in his slop shop? Just one shiny subscriber. So close to 40,000. As you know, this June we as a community got collectively edged. And now when you look at upcoming showcases, the only next big showcase is Gamescom on August 19th. That is so far away and only a month away from the ACMI thing that personally I am of a belief that that's way too far. Look, some people are more crazier than me though. Okay, some people think that there's gonna be a Nintendo Direct this month again just because it's only the 18th. People think that around 25, 26 Nintendo might do a regular Direct. Even I am not that crazy, okay? I don't think there's gonna be a Direct. And historically speaking, Nintendo has never done a Direct in July. I don't see why they would start doing it now. So what the hell, Team Cherry? When the hell do they plan to show this game? And more importantly, where? Well, if you want to be a believer of pre-Gamescom, the only option you have, not even like logical or whatever, just the only option there is Team Cherry announce it on their YouTube channel. They're gonna drop a trailer on a random Tuesday, and that's gonna be that. I found a pattern emerging that kind of supports that little theory a little bit, and I wanted to, you know, give you that idea as food for thought to dissect and tell me how big of a fucking idiot I am. But if you notice on this list, the only interesting thing coming in July is a Bit Summit the 13th. What the fuck is the Bit Summit? Bit Summit is a gaming convention in Japan, usually made for Japanese games. Now, what the fuck does that have to do with Team Cherry? In 2018, Team Cherry was featured in a Bit Summit panel. This is an archive on Mossbag's channel, where they did a full 13-minute long interview about Hollow Knight. Look at William, he looks ready to kill you right now. That's him when you ask him about Silksong for the 10 millionth time today. So Bit Summit is an event that Team Cherry has been a part of before. What if they announce Silksong like in the upcoming weeks, and then the game is releasing after or around Bit Summit, and then they do another whole Silksong panel in Bit Summit 2025. In fact, last year, literally Bit Summit 2024, Team Cherry attended this event. They met a bunch of game devs there, like the game developer of Deviator as well. Of course, Ari Gibson told people Silksong soon. That's kind of his whole thing. I think that's his primary job at Team Cherry, is to tell people that Silksong is soon. Just like that's my primary job on YouTube. All this to say, Team Cherry seemed to be a big buddy with these Bit Summit people. There's no showcase planned for another 2 months. So the only believer theory I see in front of me is Team Cherry announcing Silksong on their YouTube channel and Twitter pretty soon, and then doing a panel at Bit Summit to go along with it. The only confusing part about this theory, which I can't wrap my brain around, is if Silksong really was this close that it was gonna come out in July, why the hell did they miss such an important marketing opportunity on June 8th? Yes, they like to announce the date a little bit closer to launch, but I don't think a month is that long. Or 5 weeks for that matter. If the ACMI thing wasn't there, if we weren't sure that the game will be playable on September 18th, and Team Cherry did this thing that they did in June, where even after saying 2025 in April, they still didn't double down on a date. In fact, they showed just a little clip again. I would be so ready to believe that this game is coming out around Christmas. I'd be like, that's the only thing that makes sense. But ROG Ally X is coming around Christmas, which made, let's say that Silksong is before holiday, and by just saying that, you're being pretty generous, because in the past when Xbox has said something is coming in on holiday, it has come early November. Let's saying before holiday so confidently, it means that Silksong must be launching quite before holiday. So if it is launching soon, what the hell are they doing? I can't wrap my brain about it, and the more I think about it, the more stupid I feel. What the hell do you think is going on? There's no way that the only reason they're not talking about it is because they plan to launch it in late August and early September, which means that they're gonna show it at Gamescom, which is August 19th, right? There's no way that for the next 2 months from today, it's gonna be a Silksong news drought, right? Tell me that's not about to happen. I swear to fucking God. William!